My next guest tonight is a very versatile performer who's delighted theatre audiences with his outrageous characters and his colourful costumes and his rapier-like wit for 40 years. Reg Livermore's new stage show called Home Sweet Home, Leonard's Last Hurrah, which saddens me a little bit, is no exception. It'll be a great success. And once again, it features Leonard, a character who appears in all Reg's shows. Let's have a quick look at him in action now.
When you're out and start to splutter and you ash into the butter, people turn away and talk about the poor thing in this great creative nation. It's a waste of peroration. If society is saying you're appalling, you start drinking, crying in your cups and throwing up into the sink. You get so pissed you can't even walk or even talk or even think.
Reg, good to see you.
Yes, John, yes.
Very nice to see you. Are we really losing Leonard?
I'm not too sure. I would really hate to leave him in the nursing home where he finds himself presently.
So many people get left there.
Well, I know, and I just had to take him another step forward, so he went into a nursing home because basically he spent his life being impossible. He's lost all of his relationships, his family can't bear him, and as time closes in on him, that's where he's ending up. But secretly, because we are so alike these days, we are growing into each other. I think that I probably will examine what it is that makes him me and me him. So I'll take him out of the nursing home and probably set him up in a cave in a valley of the Blue Mountains where he can become finally feral.
Tell me, have you discussed the nursing home thing with Leonard, or is this something you've simply taken on yourself?
No, I just took it on myself, put him in there, or had him placed in there. He's not taking to it very happily.
I don't think too many people do, seriously, do you?
No, but he's probably got a lot more fight in him than many of the people who do find themselves in it.
How did he evolve? Where did he come from?
Well, he came from Betty Blockbuster Follies. I just created him as a tribute to Roy Ream, Mo McCackey of the earlier days, our great comic. And that gave me the license to investigate blue humour and splutter and spit a bit. But I had to invent a story for him, so that's where I found him a wife, Gloria Dover, an ex-wife, and a daughter, Nola, and her husband, Francis the Poof. Well, that was the initial the initial springboard for Leonard, but he's sort of been such a useful character that I took him through all of my shows, and he's now the star, the undisputed star of all these shows, because I just love the way he can run off at the mouth. I love his sense of outrage. I love his ability to outrage others. I love the fact that he's not politically correct and never has been. And
he sounds remarkably like a couple of people I know.
Yes, we all know people like that, and I think we all recognise a little bit of ourselves in him. But what I do like about him is that he is a flawed human being, and regardless of how much we might hate him or love to hate him, he always elicits sympathy.
How old were you when you realised that theatre was going to be your thing?
Oh, before I was 10.
Oh, really?
A long time before that, yes. Well, because I think the influence of my father's family particularly, my father was a frustrated performer. He had 5 sisters who were all very outgoing. They sang just for the sheer hell of it, and they danced and did all sorts of things. Did you love all that when you were a kid? I did. I mean, to me, being a performer just became the most natural thing in the world. It wasn't really a vacation or anything. I just moved into it. Then I realised, well, of course, this is serious business now. What am I going to do, I'm going to be a great actor, of course. Well, that didn't quite happen, but
well, I've had
an interesting career.
I don't know about that. I think you're being a little unjust to yourself. I mean, you did some wonderful things. You had some terrific opportunities, but you seemed... I always thought you had a funny attitude to it. I always felt that you thought you could really do without it. You've sort of proved you could.
Without it, you mean performing regularly?
Yeah.
Well, yes, but I've been doing it for over 40 years, so there comes a time when ask yourself, when is enough for a start? I mean, if you've satisfied your ambition and have been a success, then I think it's fair enough to say, well, that's okay. Now I'll do it because I've got something to say, and I know that I'll enjoy it, and therefore hopefully the audience will enjoy it. And if I've got nothing to say, then there's no reason to be there.
Yeah. Somebody told me that you were not too happy about turning 60.
That's right.
Why?
Well, there must be some mistake. Don't you think? I mean, I just can't believe it. I really can't believe it. It sort of, where's the time gone? And also, it's quite sobering suddenly to realise that, well, whichever way you look at it, that most of it's gone, the life. So there's less ahead. But then, of course, if I put down everything that I've done and, where I've been with my life, then I'd have to be that old to have squeezed it all in.
Yeah, because you have done a tremendous amount.
Yeah,
You've spent a lot of time overseas.
Oh, not a great deal there.
You had a bad time.
I had a bad time there, yeah.
Tell me, I want to hear about the bad time.
Oh, well, look,
The Sacred Cow thing.
Yes, I took a show called Sacred Cow, which wasn't the one that was seen in Australia, but it was a compilation of stuff from those, first 4 or 5 shows. And I don't, a minute, 2 minutes into this 12-minute monologue, and this eruption just began in the theatre, and one side shouting at the other, because there were some people who were actually enjoying me, and some people who obviously weren't. And this noise got greater and greater and greater, and people were screaming out from the circle, and a man ran down the aisle and shook his fist at me and said, "I'll give you 2 weeks in this town." And I thought, it's no use getting excited now. I've got 10 more minutes of this to do. But fortunately, I was able to answer them back because in that character. So I just gave them a serve of language. But the point is, it didn't help the show because I just became a sort of Aussie that should be deported back to Botany Bay, according to the crits.
Did it hurt you back here?
Oh,
Briefly.
Might have been briefly. It hurt me in here.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was very difficult.
Have you ever forgotten it?
No. But the thing is, as a kid, I wanted to go to the West End, and I got to the West End, and so it wasn't a success. Barely 2.5 weeks we played, but I did it, and it's. I realised it wasn't that important to me. It's what I have realised, and what I realised quite early was that, look, I am an Australian, and the things I talk about are meant to be addressed to Australians, and I speak Australian, and everything over there would be false, and so this is where I do it. So I don't really need to go anywhere.
No. Well, we don't want you to.
No.
We want you to stay.
Well, I'm staying.
And I want you to enjoy being 60.
Yeah, okay.
And continue to have a good time. Mm-hmm. And lots of luck with Home Sweet Home. Not that I should say break a leg, shouldn't I? Because it starts tomorrow night.
Don't say that, yeah. It starts tomorrow night at the Opera House, yeah.
Thanks, Reg, very much.
Thank you, John.
Terrific to see you. That's all we have for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed our program. I have. And if you enjoyed it, maybe you'll come back tomorrow night. And thank you.